This is live stream.
Yes.
This is live stream.
Yes.
Yes.
This is live stream.
Yes.
Yes. I think, go ahead and mute.
This is live stream.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This is live stream.
Yes.
Yes.
بس عرفت. Yeah. Hello, Miss Warna. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Now we're ready.
You're ready. Okay. Is Mr. Omar going to start, or would you like me to start?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Warren.
Yeah. Are you sharing your screen?
Yes. You can see it, right?
No. No.
It says I'm screen sharing.
No, but it's not showing. So share it again, please.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing and share again.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, good. I'm going to move this up. Is that fine? You've got it?
Yeah. As a live stream. You could go ahead, Miss Warna.
Greetings.
Hello?
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yes, you do. Go ahead.
Greetings. First, I want to congratulate you on this important anniversary. All the best. It's so fitting that you had your accreditation review at the same time you're having your important anniversary. I'm Dr. Gillis. I've been privileged to serve as your lead evaluator, and this is my 28th school that I've been participating in as a lead evaluator. I'd also like to introduce my team member, Amal Ashi.
Hello, everyone. I would like to thank you very much. It's been a long journey, but I really enjoyed it. I liked everything there. I liked the culture, the engaged, and I would like or hope to see you one more time and keep improving.
Thank you, Amal. It has been a very busy time. So what we'll do today is I'm going to go over some of the findings from your review. Cognia has been accrediting schools for 125 years. Now Cognia is the largest accrediting organization in the world. It's a nonprofit organization. It's largely run by volunteers. It's peers working with their colleagues and other professionals in the business of school improvement. And it's all about a journey, a continuing improvement journey, where ultimately we're serving students to live and work and to be the best they can be in the global economy. Accreditation is an international protocol, and it's for institutions such as yourself to build systemic and sustainable improvement over time. It definitely builds the capacity, and I've noted that in your review, you are very committed to building capacity, particularly leadership capacity, and I certainly appreciated that. It's all about where you are now and your journey moving forward. Education, as you know, is continually evolving. What we know about teaching and learning evolves with time and research. And also, more importantly, education needs to keep up with our changing world, the changing information that we have, and the way that our international countries work together and improve together. It's all about preparing our students for the world of tomorrow, which I think you're doing quite well. The role of our team was to gather firsthand knowledge about RSS's performance against the standards. This is quite difficult because there's 30 standards, and each standard has to be rated on a continuum between 1 and 4, 4 being the top level. No matter where you are on the continuum, sometimes schools have areas for improvement. Sometimes they're performing at the top of the chart. No matter where you are, we're always going to be making recommendations for the next steps because the protocols have changed, and that's the new protocol, which I believe is more in line with continuous improvement. So even the very, very best schools are always given recommendations for the next steps. As part of this process, we collect data and then review it. We first started more than a month ago. Omar and I have been working together for several months. It's been quite a long process. It's been your involvement in the preparing the self-assessment, reviewing what you're doing, analyzing data, synthesizing data, identifying next steps, and then reporting that journey and reporting the information and where you are. This is all very arduous. It's very challenging. The work of continuous improvement is not easy, and being an accredited school is not. It's not simple. It really represents a high quality of education and also a high quality commitment to not only being very capable and very effective at what you're doing, but moving forward. And I think you're doing that very well. I have to say that your the documents, before I even held one focus group, the documentation and evidence that was provided was truly outstanding. I have been referring to your school as my gifted school because it's been a pleasure to see the quality of your documentation and then to have that confirmed through the focus groups. The purpose of our evaluation is to value what you're doing, to confirm what you're doing, and then observe and learn more about where you are and where you're headed. It was remarkable. This review was remote, and even being remote, it was pretty incredible. We had some marathon days that started for me at midnight here in the United States, and went for a good long 12 hours, because after we met with you, we deliberated and went over the evidence. We were looking to triangulate evidence between your documentation and what we were hearing in focus groups. We had the opportunity to meet with 8 board members and leaders, 37 teachers and staff, and 18 students and 15 parents, which was a total of 78 stakeholders, which was, I think, fairly remarkable given the remote nature of the visit. Just yesterday alone, we met with 7 focus groups. So it was remarkable, and I know it was exhausting for some of you, and particularly for Omar. I want to congratulate your staff on how well you carried out the review and supported the team. I'd like to go over some general findings. The first of which is, we're very impressed by the caring and committed school board who values and supports all members of the RAS family. You really are truly a community that supports and cares for one another. And this is truly a treasure. It's just a treasure. You are a remarkable school in many ways, but I think this is the foundation of what makes you remarkable, is your caring regard for your students, of course, but also for each other. I'd also like to mention you're a family, but more than that, you're a cohesive, student-centered family of teachers, parents, and supportive staff, and you successfully prepare students for today's world and tomorrow's challenges. It really was remarkable. We heard the word family over and over, and a family cares for one another and they grow together, as I know you will do. Your students' well-being is at the heart of what you do every day. I think it guides your mission, purpose, and beliefs. It truly is your foundation, and I know that you will continue with that foundation into the future. In terms of noteworthy achievements, I'm going to mention some of them. The report will be coming out in about 30 days, and that'll be a more fulsome documentation of your work. These are just some things that I wanted to highlight. First, I thought your support of the teachers, staff, and students during the COVID-19 pandemic was truly remarkable. And it's more than remarkable. It was just incredible. Really was the caring that you expressed for your students, taking care of your teachers and your staff while they were not able to meet together, really makes a difference. It makes a difference not only in their well-being during COVID, but in the way that they will be leaders and parents and community members in the future, because I think you provided a model for what it means to be kind, thoughtful, and caring, particularly during one of the most challenging times that we've experienced. I also want to commend your leadership in the collection, analysis, and synthesis of data to guide the school's continuous improvement planning. The journey does not stop with your report or with your review. But I feel confident that you'll be continuing in this journey because for many reasons, but mainly you've really shown a propensity to be self-analyzing and self-assessing and understanding where you are and where you would like to be, and actively taking steps to achieve your goals. And that really is not a process that's done in a week or a month or even a year. It's done systematically over time, and change is a process that will take your concerted effort over time. And I would like to remind you to continue being a leader in all that you do in the region and outside of your region. I loved Omar's phrase, a paradigm shift, because paradigm shifts are not easy, but you've shown a commitment to continuous improvement through a paradigm shift. And a paradigm shift is where all of the norms and all of the practices have to tilt and change. And this takes a change in the mindset, a change in your day-to-day thinking, a change in your traditional practices. And you are moving in a paradigm shift to learner-centered practices. And it is outstanding, and you're highly successful in making that shift to learner-centered practices. And this will continue because as the world changes and information changes, our learners need to be prepared to encounter and be successful in a changing and complex world. And this means that they have to take responsibility for their own learning. They have to show autonomy. They have to be able to solve complex problems. They have to be able to think critically. And this means that we have to shift the responsibility for learning over to the student. And I think this is challenging because it changes the way education has been carried out for hundreds of years. It's not about what the teacher knows or what the teacher can do. It's about what our learners can do and what our learners can achieve, and what problems and what problems they can solve to make the world a better place. And I really want to recognize your efforts to promote capacity building. This has been remarkable, and you've expanded your leadership opportunities, you've promoted staff within, you have a collaborative school climate where, in your own words, everyone is learning from everyone else. And I'd like you to encourage you to continue in that. The hosting of the Peak Conference was a significant event that demonstrated again your leadership in the region and your commitment to professional growth. And we're supposed to limit our noteworthy achievements, so I've gone over a little bit, but I truly feel that you are a remarkable school and that you have many more contributions to make. In terms of moving forward, as I said, we are, the protocols have changed. No matter where a school is, we are always going to be recommending the next steps. And so in recognition of the new protocols, we're going to be making some suggestions. I want to recommend that you continue to implement action research to improve practice and to advance learning. This is one of the newest standards. It's standard 25 of the 30 that you have to keep track of. You have made good efforts in action research, and I'd like you to continue that. And action research is all about continuing self-assessment, identifying your current practices and an area that you would like to collect more data on, and then moving forward to understand what you're doing and how you would like to improve practice. I'd like you, as a bilingual school, to consider professional development to support second language learning acquisition. This is a topic that students can get a master's degree in. It's very complicated. There's a lot of There's extensive research on second language learning acquisition. It's a complicated process. You are promoting your bilingual school, promoting second language learning. You can always be up to date on what we know about the second language learning acquisition process, how that works, so that you in turn can support your second language learners in their acquiring English and in advancing not only English, but Arabic or other languages as well, if you were to add a third language in there. I want you to continue to review the curriculum standards as needed to promote students' problem solving and higher level thinking skills. Many international schools have concerns and they're finding somewhat of a disconnect between standards and the work that they're doing as outstanding international schools. So they're really critically assessing curriculum standards to make sure those align with your goals. You don't want to teach rote knowledge. You want students to be moving to the top of Bloom's taxonomy so that they're thinking critically, solving problems, assessing information, able to evaluate. You want to teach at the highest level, and that will further your goals, which you're already moving forward with problem-based learning, which is a long-term initiative. That's not something that you do overnight or even in 6 months. That's a very long-term initiative. But you've got to be cautious about the curriculum standards because you want to make sure the standards you are embracing are challenging students at the highest level. You also could consider expanding your college and career counseling program. There are over 22,000 careers that that students can prepare for. You've done an outstanding job in terms of preparing students for medicine and engineering, but the careers of the future aren't even what we understand today. So your college and career counseling program needs to keep abreast of what we know about the careers of the future. And typically and ideally, that should start about in 8th grade, where we're giving career inventories, we're acquainting students with our graduates. And this is where you could consider connecting students to your graduates, because the STEM careers, the careers in technology are not even careers that were in existence when I went to college, or when many of us went to college. So this is an ongoing quest. And to support you in that, I think it would be something you could consider to connect your alumni back to your students, so they can envision where they will be not only today but tomorrow, and then they can be a professional network and a support for your students. And potentially thinking economically, you could potentially fundraise as needed. Alumni are always or at least that's what we do in the United States, but that would be up for you to decide. These are next steps for you to consider. What is coming next? What's next? You're going to be moving forward in the next week or so. I'm going to be working on your report to represent the good work that you're doing. I will put a report in for you, and that will be available to you in about 30 business days. In that report, we not only rate each standard, but I also need to rate how you have self-assessed. So this is a pretty complex process. It's diagnostics are completed for you, where we're rated. We accept your Elliott observations, because the research shows that what you're doing with Elliott is very applicable to your standards, and we use your own ratings to identify what you're doing. Then you'll be given an IEQ, which is your Index of Education Quality. That will show you where you are in the continuum. And then we will describe the themes that we were able to discern from reviewing all of the data and coordinating the focus groups. It has been a pleasure working with you, and I want to just congratulate you in all the work that you have done and wish you all the best moving forward as an outstanding representative of Cognia. Omar, I can't hear anything.
Hello? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello?
I can't hear you. There you are.
Okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure meeting you, pleasure to work with you. I'd like to thank you for your time, for your support, all the focus group members. I've been saying great things that the great and kind words that they heard from you as support. And I'm really glad that all the culture in RSS was really impressive to you and to your team members. And we have here our stakeholders that I would like to thank on their behalf. We have some members from the board, the owners. We have the general manager, Mr. Abu Hamad. You met him on Zoom. We have the deputy general manager, Mr. Hamad, next to him. And Mr. Hamad, as I mentioned that in my slides, is one of the leadership members who is really innovative and coming up with a lot of new ideas. I have also in the room, I have some parents. As I told you in my presentation, our parents at RSS are really actively involved, and they are basically every single day supporting the students, supporting the school initiatives. We have, of course, hello?
Greetings to all of you.
Hello? Sorry for the, hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can't really hear very well.
Hello?
Yes, she said yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
I can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes,
Can you hear me now?
not very well, but go ahead.
Yeah, as I was saying, we also have the teachers. This is the most effective and the ones that make the most impact on the student learners. I
Yes.
do not call them teachers, we call them educators. In Arabic, murabbi. Yeah. I can thank every single person that I worked with, except those folks, except those teachers, those educators. I would never be able, or Mr. Muhammad or Mr. Hamad. We can never appreciate you enough. And we have also our school leadership who worked with us very hard. They spent hours and hours and days and weekends presenting the evidence. So I would like to thank every single one, and you met also with the support staff. Just if I may add one thing, is that here at RSF, we do not differentiate between any two stakeholders. Every single person has the full respect like everybody else. And I shared with you what we had last time in the appreciation dinner. Mr. Abu Hamid, every single year, calls all the teacher, the staff members who showed loyalty to the school by staying here longer than 15 years and show them recognition on the stage, no matter what their role in the school is. So I don't know, I hope I didn't forget anyone. Thank you very much. You made it. Thanks to you all.
الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الحمد لله بنعمته بكل الصالحات. يعني في هذه اللحظات الواحد يحدث لسانا يجد من كلام ما يعبر فيه عن حقيقة ما يشعر فيه وعن واقع الأمر، لكن أحاول يعني أن أستجمع قواي وأتكلم بما أستطيع أن أتكلم فيه. أنا بدأت حياتي الوظيفية في سنة 2005، يعني مو وايد، صار لي 18 سنة وأنا أعمل. لم أعمل في الحكومة اليوم، عملت في القطاع الخاص لمدة 18 سنة. هذه أصعب 5 سنوات عملت فيها في حياتي. صار لي في المدرسة 10 سنوات، لكن ال5 سنوات الأخيرة اللي بعد الاعتراف الماضي كان هو أصعب 5 سنوات عملت فيها في حياتي، لسبب إن كنا نعرف بالضبط إحنا وين، وكنا نعرف بالضبط وين نبي نكون بعد 5 سنوات. والحمد لله رب العالمين، يعني تحقق اللي احنا كنا نبيه بفضل من الله سبحانه وتعالى وتعاون الجميع بلا استثناء. الجميع بلا استثناء كان له دور كبير في هذا العمل. شكر كبير لمهندس هذا الاعتراف او هذا العمل استاذ عمر، يستحق الدكتور عمر التحية الكبيرة على هذا الأمر. جهوده كانت كبيرة وواضحة ومستمرة خلال السنوات الماضية. ومن محاسن الصدف، ما أدري بالصدفة أو يعني توفيق من رب العالمين، اجتماعاتنا يعني في الأيام الماضية كنت أشوف صور أول اعتراف كان في 2008، وكان بالصورة واضح وغنيمة، وكذلك كان واضح الأخ العزيز خالد بن زيد رحمه الله عليه اللي كان نائب المدير العام. وهذا الاعتراف الرابع كل اجتماعاتنا كانت في قاعة خالد، وإعلان النتيجة كان في قاعة غنيم. فالحمد لله رب العالمين، هذه النتيجة اللي تحققت بفضل الله سبحانه وتعالى، ثم بفضل بركة يعني عطائهم خلال الفترات الماضية. الأمر الثالث، بعد الاعتراف الأخير سنة 2018 كان في نهاية السنة، انتهت السنة وذهبنا في إجازة الصيف، وعدنا بعد السنة الجديدة. وإذا الكل يذكر كنا في القاعة اللي فوق، ونذكر بالضبط شنو الكلمة اللي احنا قلناها، شنو؟ القطار. الكل عارف هذه القصة. كنا نقول إن احنا في قطار سريع جدا جدا سريع، وهذا القطار ما راح يوقف على أحد، كبير أو صغير، مدير أو موظف بسيط، الكل لازم يكون على قدر المسؤولية. نزل من القطار من نزل، واستمر بالقطار من استمر، وبعض الناس كانوا في المقطورة الأخيرة تقدموا، وبعض الناس أصبحوا بالأمام، وبعض الناس أصبحوا يعني في قيادة هذه القاطرة. الجميل في الأمر ومقياس النجاح بالنسبة لي أن كل ما تأخر وجود محمد وحمد في المقدمة كل ما كان النجاح أكبر. اليوم أنا أستطيع أني أقول أن القطار في الخط الصحيح وبالسرعة الصحيحة، وأنا أبو حمد في آخر القطار قاعد نشهد ونحتفل بنتائج هذا القطار. أستطيع أن أقول أن اليوم كل واحد في هذه المدرسة، مدير المدرسة والمديرات المساعدات ورؤساء الأقسام وكل موظف في هذه المدرسة على قدر كبير من الثقة، وإحنا نسلم أمانة هذه المدرسة، وبإذن الله من نجاح إن شاء الله إلى نجاح. لا أريد أطيل أكثر من هذا، لكن العبارة اللي احنا حطيناها على أجهزة البصمة على هذا الجهاز يبصم أفضل الموظفين في الكويت، واحنا كنا نعنيها بالفعل، ما كانت كلمة فقط لأن أحد يصورها، أو كانت كلمة لأن احنا نسوقها، أو كانت كلمة لأن احنا نبين أن احنا يعني لا، كانت فعلا على هذا الجهاز فعلا يبصم أفضل الموظفين في الكويت، واحنا تعمدنا نحطها حتى قبل البيت عشان كل مدرسين الكويت لما يجون 1350 مدرس من مدارس مختلفة يشوفون على هذا الجهاز يبصم أفضل المعلمين في الكويت، واحنا حقيقة يعني نعتقد بهذا الأمر على هذا الجهاز يبصم أفضل المعلمين في الكويت. الآن احنا عن نفسي على الأقل احنا نسلم قيادة المدرسة لكم جميعا، وبإذن الله مثل ما اجتمعنا في هذه السنة وتحققت هذه النتائج، بإذن الله يعني يكتب الله سبحانه وتعالى في أعمارنا جميعا، وإن شاء الله نشهد بعد 5 سنوات من الآن قصة نجاح جديدة وقصة رفعة جديدة إن شاء الله. وأصبح الآن القطار ما عاد يسعنا، لأن القطار يمشي على الأرض، وإحنا بانطلاقتنا إلى الأعلى. نشوف لنا إن شاء الله في ذلك شكرا.
أول شيء نشكر الجميع، ما في شك إذا حمد، لكن أنا ما نسيت قال نسلم القطار بس أروح بيه.
احنا قلنا لا، احنا قاعدين نستمتع بالرحله. يعطيكم العافيه وشكرا جزيلا ومن نجاح ان شاء الله. دكتور ورنر يهمني. Dr. Warner, do you hear me?
Oh, yes, good. I can hear you now. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to say thank you so much. And inshallah, hope to see you after 5 years, inshallah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I hope so too. All the best. You have such a good school. A wonderful school. And I do believe that you could be #1 in the Middle East. Yes.